Have you ever looked at your cat and thought, they seem perfectly fine, only to discover later that they had been in pain all along?
The scary truth is that cats are masters at hiding discomfort.
Unlike humans or even dogs, they rarely cry, limp dramatically, or beg for help.
Instead, they rely on tiny changes in their daily routine.
Small clues that most owners never notice.
And because those signs are so easy to miss, many cats suffer silently for weeks, sometimes even months,
before anyone realizes something is wrong. But here's the good news.
Your cat has been communicating with you the entire time.
You just need to know what to look for.
Today, we're going through 7 hidden signs that could reveal your cat is hurting, even if they still seem completely normal. Some of these clues take only a few seconds to spot, yet they could make the difference between catching a problem early and discovering it far too late.
So let's begin with one of the most surprising places of all. Number 1, your cat's face reveals more than you think. When people check on their cat, they usually look at the body first. Is the cat walking normally? Are they eating? Are they sleeping? But very few owners stop and study the face. And that's a mistake.
Veterinary researchers have discovered that a cat's facial expression changes in remarkably consistent ways whenever they're experiencing pain. In fact, these changes became so reliable that experts created a professional system to help veterinarians recognize discomfort simply by observing a cat's face.
The first thing to notice is the ears. A happy, relaxed cat usually keeps its ears upright and gently pointed forward.
They look curious, alert, and comfortable.
But when pain appears, those ears often begin turning outward or flattening slightly against the head. It's usually not dramatic.
Sometimes the difference is so subtle that you'll only notice it if you know your cat's normal posture.
Next, pay attention to the eyes. Comfortable cats have soft, relaxed eyes that stay naturally open. A painful cat often begins squinting. The eyelids tighten.
The eyes appear smaller. Instead of looking peaceful, the face starts carrying a quiet expression of tension. Then comes the nose and mouth area.
Healthy cats have soft facial muscles that give the face a rounded appearance. Pain causes those muscles to tighten.
The muzzle becomes narrower.
The cheeks look firmer.
Even the whiskers begin telling their own story. Normally, whiskers spread naturally in a relaxed curve.
But discomfort changes that.
They may pull tightly against the cheeks or point stiffly forward, almost as if every muscle in the face has become tense. None of these changes seem dramatic on their own. But when several appear together, they're often one of the earliest signs that your cat isn't feeling as comfortable as they seem.
Your cat may never cry. They may never make a sound.
Yet their face quietly tells the truth every single day.
Number 2, when grooming habits suddenly change. Cats are incredibly clean animals. Many spend several hours every day grooming themselves.
Keeping their coat soft, smooth, and free from dirt isn't just about looking nice.
It's part of staying healthy. That's why changes in grooming should never be ignored. Some cats suddenly stop grooming altogether. Their beautiful coat slowly loses its shine. The fur becomes greasy, untidy,
or begins forming small mats, especially around the lower back and near the tail.
Many owners assume their cat is simply getting older.
But pain is often the real reason. Cleaning those hard-to-reach areas requires twisting, stretching, and flexibility. If every movement hurts, the cat naturally starts grooming less.
But sometimes the opposite happens. Instead of grooming too little, they groom far too much. A cat may repeatedly lick the exact same spot until the fur becomes thin or disappears completely.
At first glance, it looks like a skin problem.
But in many cases, the pain actually comes from underneath. A sore joint, an injured muscle,
or discomfort deep inside the body can cause a cat to obsessively lick the nearest area they can reach.
It's their way of trying to comfort themselves.
The difficult part is that these changes happen slowly.
One day the coat looks slightly messy.
A week later, the bald spot is just a little larger. Because everything changes gradually, owners often don't recognize the warning signs until the problem has already been there for quite some time.
Number 3, the stillness that looks like relaxation. Almost everyone misunderstands this sign. Because to us, a quiet cat looks like a happy cat. But that's not always true. Healthy cats constantly stretch, roll over, change sleeping positions, and move around throughout the day. A cat living with pain often does the opposite. Instead of stretching comfortably across the floor, they stay tightly curled into one small position. Their paws remain tucked underneath their body. Their head sits slightly lower. And they stay almost perfectly still for long periods. It looks peaceful. But sometimes, they're simply trying not to move because movement hurts. Number 4, when your cat starts disappearing. Every cat enjoys having a favorite hiding place. A cardboard box. The top shelf of a closet. Under the bed. Or behind the couch. That's completely normal. But if your cat suddenly starts spending most of the day hiding in places they rarely used before, don't ignore it. In the wild, a sick or injured cat becomes an easy target for predators. So instead of showing weakness, they hide until they recover. Even though your indoor cat has never faced a predator, that ancient survival instinct is still there. That's why many cats quietly disappear when they don't feel well. The difficult part is that this behavior doesn't look dramatic. They're not crying. They're not limping. They're simply missing. They stop greeting you at the door. They no longer follow you into the kitchen. They skip their favorite chair beside you. Instead, they're tucked away somewhere dark and quiet for hours. If this new hiding habit appears together with other changes like less grooming, reduced appetite, or a tense body posture, it deserves immediate attention. Sometimes the loudest warning sign is simply the absence of your cat's normal personality. Number 5, small changes around the food bowl and litter box. Your cat visits two places every single day: the food bowl and the litter box. Together, they tell an important story about your cat's health. Many illnesses begin by changing appetite. A cat that normally rushes to dinner may suddenly sniff the food, take 1 or 2 bites, then walk away. Some owners assume they're just being picky. But loss of appetite is often one of the earliest signs that something is wrong. Sometimes the problem isn't the stomach at all. Dental pain can make chewing uncomfortable. You may notice your cat dropping pieces of food, chewing only on one side, or acting hungry while refusing to eat. The litter box tells another part of the story. Painful joints can make climbing into the box difficult. Urinary problems may cause frequent trips with very little urine. Constipation may lead to straining. Some cats even begin having accidents just outside the litter box. Many owners mistake this for bad behavior. But in reality, the cat may simply be asking for help in the only way they can. Cats depend on routine. So when those routines begin changing, it's often your first clue that their body is struggling. Number 6, a sudden change in how they respond to touch. This sign can feel personal, especially if your cat has always loved cuddles. One day they happily curl up in your lap. The next day, they pull away when you pet them. They flinch, growl, or even hiss. Many owners think their cat has suddenly become grumpy. But pain often changes the way touch feels. A gentle stroke across a sore back, an aching hip, or a painful belly can feel uncomfortable instead of comforting. Watch carefully. Does your cat tense up whenever your hand reaches one particular area? Do they twist away before you can touch it? Do they suddenly protect one side of their body? These small reactions often point directly toward the painful area. Interestingly, not every painful cat avoids affection. Some become much clingier than usual. They stay close, follow you from room to room, sleep beside you more often, Seeking comfort can be just as meaningful as avoiding touch.
Either extreme, a cat becoming unusually distant or unusually needy, can be their quiet response to physical discomfort.
Number 7, when their personality slowly changes. This may be the most important sign of all. Because pain doesn't only affect the body.
It changes who your cat appears to be.
Think about everything your cat used to enjoy. Running after toys. Watching birds through the window. Greeting you after work. Exploring every corner of the house. Now imagine those little moments slowly disappearing. Not overnight, but week after week. They play less. Explore less. React less. Even their curiosity begins fading. Many people assume, well, they're just getting older. Sometimes that's true. But sometimes it isn't.
Long-term pain slowly drains a cat's energy and enthusiasm.
The playful personality you know so well becomes quieter. Softer. Less interested in the world. And because the change happens gradually, it's incredibly easy to miss. That's why no single sign should ever be judged alone. Maybe it's just a messy coat. Maybe it's only hiding more often. Maybe they skipped one meal. But when several of these changes happen together, your cat is probably trying to tell you something. The greatest gift you can give your cat isn't expensive toys or the fanciest food. It's simply paying attention. Because cats almost never ask for help with loud cries. They whisper. Through their eyes. Their posture. Their habits. And their personality. The owners who notice those whispers are often the ones who catch serious problems early, before they become emergencies. Your cat depends on you to see what they cannot say. So the next time they seem a little different, trust your instincts. That small change might be the most important message they've ever given you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. You never know which small piece of information could one day protect the life of the cat you love most. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.